Okay, as we begin our demonstration, we're going to start with the pieces section. And again, in the pieces section, for each piece that's in our model, each unique piece, we have whether it's lumber or plywood, the thickness of the piece, the width and the length, what material it's made out of, and how many you need. Um, Also, we provide you some free-form field for name and type and any notes that you might want to add. So let's go right ahead and log into PlyMiser and begin our model. So here's my email address. Continue. I put in my secret password and I'll start a new model. You get directed right to the project screen. So the screens always line up with the color of the buttons at the top in the nav bar. The gray bar across the top is referred to as the nav bar. We happen to be in the project section at this point. Put in our sample project name, and we'll click on pieces. And here you have the pieces screen. Nav bar is on top, as I said. Then you have a host of fields, all for those properties of each piece, like the dimensions and the name and the material. In the bottom of the screen is all the pieces that you've defined. We can pick them and edit them, but we haven't put in any pieces yet, so the table at the bottom of the screen isn't populated. So let's go ahead and create a new piece, and it's going to be plywood. The name is going to be top and bottom. The material, these are oak pieces. So oak plywood. I need two of them. Remember, there was a top and a bottom. The type is going to be carcass. The thickness is 3/4 of an inch. The width, 15 inches. And the length was 42. All right, so when I'm finished with it, I can put in any notes I wanted to, and I click OK. Now what I'll do is I'll copy that piece into memory so all the fields have values when I try to paste them. So I'll put in a new one. I'll put in paste. Now this will be for the sides. Made out of oak plywood. I need two of them. They're carcass, 3/4 of an inch, 15 inches wide. And the length in this case is going to be 26 1/2 inches. Click OK. And that piece has been added. Now you see I have two pieces in the bottom table. Click New again, paste. In this case, we're going to put in shelves. They're made out of oak plywood. Two are required. They're still part of the carcass. They're 3/4. The shelves are not 15 inches anymore because the back is inset, so 14 3/4 inches. And the length for the shelves, if you recall, came out to be 41 1/4 inch. Done. That's it for the shelves. The last piece we have to do that's carcass is the back. So we'll say new. I'll do paste again. This will be the back. Still made out of oak plywood. This time we only require one back. It's still part of the carcass. The thickness is 1/4 of an inch. The width of the back was 3 foot 5 1/4 inch. And the height in this case, which is the length, is 27 1/4 inch. And we'll save that. Okay, so now all we have to do is put in the frame. So with the frame, we click New. We have Uh, Piece number 5 is going to be the frame, and it will be the top and bottom of the frame. So this is lumber. Name is top and bottom. And it's not made out of oak plywood, it's made out of solid oak. And I need 2 pieces, one for the top, one for the bottom. Now, instead of type being carcass, this is type frame, 3/4 of an inch thick. And the big parts of the frame are 2 and 1.5 inches. And the length was 42 inches. Okay, let's save it. Now what we'll do is we'll copy it and we'll say new, paste. Now we're going to do the sides of the frame. Made out of oak, 2 sides are required. Type is frame, 3/4 of an inch, 2.5 inches wide, and the length of the sides is 23 inches. Okay. And then finally, let's do another paste, and this will be the shelf frame made out of oak. 2 are required. Still part of the frame. Thickness is 3/4. The width is 1 1/2. And the length of that piece is 37 inches. And we're done. So we've just put in all the pieces. There were 7 unique pieces representing 13 individual uh, pieces of material, but only 7 had unique dimensions. One tip is that if you ever get to the point where you're wondering, where am I at? What am I doing? What is this for? Notice in the top right of the nav bar, there's a Learn button. So when you click on Learn, it'll take you directly to the part of the Learn page where you can scroll through it and have options and go learn about the pieces section. Similarly, if you're ever thinking this isn't working the way I expected it to, you open up the support page and you request support. You put in your name, your email. I know everybody has high priority requests, but just be realistic about how high priority it is. A little description. Now you could check the include the model. So if you want, you can send us your whole model and we'll be happy to take a look at it. So there's a help section as well. All right.